Alright everyone, Trevor Studios here again with another video about Become the Killer comparison. We are in the 10th episode this time. In the last episode we talked about the comparison between, mech, in the main game and in Recode. This time, we're actually going to do a comparison of main game Recode this time. Yes, another survivor. And this particular survivor is none other than the SWAT! Anyways, before we begin the comparison, just want to make this clear that this is just my personal opinion, and I'm just doing this for fun. Let us begin. Let's talk about the SWAT. Alright, so we're going to talk about the main game version first. So we're going to go over the stats and history items. So, let's see. So, let's go over the stats first. So, he has 165 health, so he's quite a tanky fella, and he has 37 sprint speed, so he is quite somewhat slow. Now we go to his three items. His first item is, his main weapon, the assault rifle. It's just a simple assault rifle that you can just use to shoot killers with. It does simple damage, but it's good. And it has a max total of 35, 25 maximum ammo capacity for the assault rifle. Now we get to his second item, which is his secondary weapon, the shield. Unlike Riot Runner in main game, who can just spam it whenever he wants, SWAT can't spam his shield as much. There's like a short cooldown before you get swinging again. But basically the shield is more like a secondary option for you to use in some scenarios, which is pretty good against like speedster killers. Like, obviously, yes, use the assault rifle as your main weapon, but if you're doing like, I don't know, like speedsters or something, like Sign.exe or something, definitely use the shield. But overall, SWAT in game is pretty good. Now, let's talk about how he is in Recode. I forgot to mention radar. So main game version has the radar, which just reveals location of your teammates and has a cooldown. Alright, now we can talk about Recode. Sorry, I just forgot to bring up one last thing about main game. Anyways, Recode. So, how does Recode work? Let's look at his stats and his three items. So, let's go on his stats first. So, he has 150 health. So, a bit less health than the main game version. And he has 39 sprint speed. So, he is a little bit faster. Not slightly slower still, but a little bit faster than the main game version. So, now we go to his three items. His first item is, his first weapon, the assault rifle. It's, again, just a simple assault rifle that does pretty good damage. And, not only that, it has max ammo capacity of 30. 30 max ammo capacity. Then we get his second item, which is a secondary weapon, the riot shield. Again, you use it to melee your enemies. And just like Riot Runner, I think in Recode, SWAT shield and Riot Runner shield has the same cooldown. Then again, I don't know. I think SWAT is a little longer. But yeah, it's just a simple riot shield that does melee damage and such. And then we got his last item, which is radar, which it just reveals location to teammates, and it goes on a cooldown afterwards. You get the point. But anyways, that's enough about SWAT and Recode. Now we get to the stats. Alright, the stats. So let's go over the stats for the SWAT in main game and in Recode. So, in main game, he has 165 health, while in Recode he only has 150. So main game wins a point on that. However, sprint speed. Main game only has 37 sprint speed, while Recode has 39 sprint speed. Recode wins a point for that. As for items, pretty much just the exact same strength-wise at this point. So they both tie in items. Now model. They're both just as good as each other. So both tie in model wise. Now we got animations. Practically the same animations. So they both tie in animations too. Now we got health regeneration. Pretty much the same amount of health regeneration. So yeah, they both tie in health regeneration. Oh, oh shit. Um, we actually got a tiebreaker for once. Wow. It's really just a tie. They're both just they're both too balanced at this point. Like, okay, so like both only receive 1 point because of certain scenarios. Recode won a point because of sprint speed. Main game only won a point because of health. But everything else about them is just tied. Yeah, it's really just a tie. No version wins. It's just a tie. They're both versions are just balanced as each other at this point. Wow. This is the first ever tiebreaker in this damn series. I'm shocked. I mean, I had a feeling a tie was going to happen at some point, so hey, we got a tie. It was a tie, and it just so happened to be the SWAT that somehow both versions just tied. But anyways, yep, it's a tie. No versions win. So, yeah, I guess they're both pretty good as each other. Anyways, I'm Busaba Studios. Catch you all next time. Peace out.